Well, good morning all. This is Patricia and I am traveling for history. I have, today's show I'm going to be talking about some of the equipment I use in the field. And when I say in the field, I mean both when I'm filming out and about and when I'm filming from home. This is not everything I have, but it is the most important pieces that I use the most often. So, first of all, I want to start with this. This doesn't look like much, does it? But this is critical. It holds this brick. It's the power source for my phone, which is my camera. And my phone does not like to work when it's too hot or too cold outside, because I film in all sorts of weather. So I keep it plugged in. And I used to just put this in my pants pocket. But you know what happens in my pants pocket? It pulls my pants down. This thing is heavy. It's really heavy. A lot of heft to it. So I was sharing this story with a friend who gave me one of her purses. So I put this in here. I put all the extra cord in this pocket on the side here. And then everything goes over my head. So I don't have to worry about my pants falling down, because that would be embarrassing and something no one wants to see. So huge thanks to my friend, and this thing is this is a game changer. Now this piece here, this is a ring light. It comes with a tripod piece, and it's very adjustable. Now, this is a 10-inch ring light. If I were going to be buying something again with a ring light, I would have at least an 18-inch diameter. Why? Well, if you watched any of my older videos from maybe late 2022 and into 2023, then you are probably aware of me facing the light. You know how stupid that is? Let me tell you how stupid that is. You can see the reflection in my eyeglasses, and it's searing my eyeballs to boot. So, not the best idea. Nowadays, if I were going to use it, I would use it off to the side. But this is what I use at home when I'm filming from there. I do have other choices, but this is the one that I do use all the time. So on here, this light has three types of light. It has warm light, daylight, and cool light. I use cool light all the time. And so there are three buttons. I can't show you what it looks like because the power cord is at home. This is the on-off switch. The plus and minus are the respectively how to increase or decrease the intensity of the light. And then this one is the switch, so you can choose which style of light works for you. I felt it was pretty easy to put together. It came in a box that was about this thick and about yay high. So, and it did have instructions. It's stunningly enough. I don't know about you, but I buy too many items that have no instructions, and I guess I'm just supposed to know stuff. Thankfully I do, but it'd be helpful. It is fully adjustable. All these pieces you see here, these are fully adjustable. So, for instance, now this is the closed position right here. So, when I pop it, I can now slide a piece very easily. I feel like I'm using a trombone whenever I do that. And then, if I want it in that position, it's in that position. And when I open it again, I can slide it to wherever works for me. And the entire thing, wherever you see these connector pieces, the whole thing is adjustable. It adjusts up to 62 inches, which is 5'2", just a titch taller than I am now. Now, the tripod base, this is described also as a selfie stick. So the base actually came flattened against this piece here, and that's what this knob does. Now, as a tripod, there are two things I like about it. Well, one thing I absolutely love. Now, first of all, there are these rubber tips. I don't actually know if they would mar a surface. So like some shoe soles. But it's nice that these rubber tips exist because they keep it from sliding. you don't want stuff to slide. I mean, I don't want stuff to slide anyway. And my favorite part of the tripod is are these bracing pieces. There are 3 braces because there are 3 legs. Why do I care about that? Same reason why you need to care about it. It doesn't allow the legs to splay. They stay exactly where I put them. And I do have another one that doesn't have these braces, and what's a nice way to say that? It's, well, it's just not a show that you want to be part of. But this is one of my favorite pieces. And actually, a very low-tech thing I want to show you here. This right here, what the heck is this pile of yada yada? There's enough Scotch tape on this to maybe start a new colony of it. And then there's this piece here. I know on YouTube that there is a way to insert a photo into a video. I don't know that way. I certainly didn't know it in 2023 when I wanted to film a video and just have the picture of the person I was talking about showing. The story was, it's not about me talking about a book, and then therefore you're listening to me. This was about a person who was the highlight and the purpose of the video. Because I did not know, and actually still don't know, how to insert a photo, I went old school. So, there were 2 considerations to think of when filming. One was that people could see the man's uniform. He was Army, I think he was Army. So from his hat down to about here, because he was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. And that is typically worn up here on a uniform. So I had his photograph and held it out from where the phone is held here. The phone was here, and I was measuring visually how far away it had to be, so it was not only showing what I wanted, but not blurry. I figured that out. So then I took a magazine cover. That's what this is. It's a magazine cover. This right here, and there we go. Thank you, UVM Quarterly, for having a stiff magazine cover. I pulled that off the magazine, rolled it into a tube, and did it again to see how far away it had to be. And then pinched the tube. I realized, oh wait, I have a tape measure. Maybe I should measure this. So I did that too. I measured it, and this is 3 inches, maybe 4. So after I cut that off and had the tube and all that, I couldn't attach the photo right over it because it would have shown on camera. So instead, it had to be up a little bit, and So I had it taped essentially up here, and the tube was connected with the longest piece of tape you've probably seen in ages, coming down to hold it from the bottom. I had 2 holding from the sides and also from the top. It was a tape fest, but it worked. So I was showing a friend of mine. All my friends are in a similar age group, and she said, "Wow, that was really ingenious." Thank you. I'm very proud of that too, which is why I shared that story with you. So there's always a way to do something with these pieces here. If you don't know how to do it electronically, you can do it old school. And so something you want to know about this piece here, it is you can only use it horizontally. The phone will only fit in here one way. Oops. It will only fit like that. That's it. Besides the fact there's no room for it to go up any further, this piece doesn't actually go up any further to accommodate really any cell phone, to be honest. It's just not going to accommodate anything. And then also on here, this piece right here, this knob, I really wanted a knob for this thing. I am not Hercules, so trying to pull it apart, no, thank you. I mean, there's a light blocking this too, and there are times when I am in a flare-up and strength is gone. So this, not happening. So the knob was crucial to my needs. In fact, I just like a knob, period. You know, I can decide how high or how low it needs to go, and it's super easy to do. Alrighty. Now, this piece I use in the field. Handy that that dangles there. So this is the side I look at. So when I'm working, I have the microphone out. The microphone did not come with this piece here. Let me show you that without the without pulling off the thing that it came with. There we go. So it comes with a foam cover, and I have to say it's not great for outdoors, working outdoors, because of all the ambient noise. Wind is not my friend. So I bought this this cover, this furry cover, which the nickname for it is Dead Cat. Yep, a dead cat. I always feel I need to cover my cat's ears whenever I say that aloud. And it fits over it really easily. Like putting socks on. And there we go. It fits over the, not just the windscreen, but this is a windscreen, not just the foam cover, but also a bit onto the, it's hard to show, there we go, this piece right here, the plastic in the back. And it's on there pretty snug, which is great. So this piece here is adjustable. This is where the phone goes. I should be able to do this. I should be able to do this with my eyes closed, to be honest. I use it so often. Oops. Perhaps if I turn it the right way, it would work better. Anyway, it fits holds my phone. I had to be careful on here that my on-off switch is not in the way of that, because it will suddenly shut off. And be glad I film alone, because it could be a curse fest. Clearly it can hold a wider phone than mine. Now, just as this one can only be used in portrait mode, this can only be used in portrait mode as well. It does have a tripod bottom. It does stay in place when it's all the way down. I wanted it up because I don't really have anything at home that's tall enough for me to use besides this. I think I was using this before that. So if I try to have it up, and they do say that you can, I can assure you, you cannot. This thing, well, it slides. So you can only use it all the way down if you're going to use it like this. It came with the microphone and the light bar, and the light bar came with both the cool light and the amber light for warm light. Oops. So I happened to take off the plastic piece to move it to the other side, because as you can see, it takes 4 AA batteries, which last a really long time too. Oh yeah, and this is crooked too, so not that great for a variety of things if you want to use it just like that. It has 3 shoes. Shoes are these pieces right here that you can slide something into. Yeah, there we go. So if I wanted another light, or if I wanted a second microphone, or whatever else I wanted that would have a base that you would slide into, I could do that, which is fabulous. And on the sides, both sides, are these screw holes. So it's a 1/4-inch screw hole. And just know that if you buy something from China, you know, the rest of the civilized world converted to the metric system in the 1970s. You can watch my video to know why the US did not. Let's just say 3 stupid reasons. So when I bought another piece I don't have with me to show you today, 1/4 inch is 1/4 inch. It's sort of a 1/4 inch. It sort of moves. But there's a whole bunch of things you could plug into those, including another holder if you wanted to have a second phone from, if you wanted to have a phone or camera on another area. And oops, and there's a close-up of the, and it's brass. It's brass. I don't even know where I am, but anyway, it's nice that it's metal, is my point. I find it. My hands are my hands are small, and holding the tripod bottom is kind of big for my hand, to be honest. So there's this piece right here, that has no use. So I just no apparent use. So I think it's for holding up here. So I typically do that because this area is narrower than the rest of it. So at least a few of my fingers can be more comfortable than the rest of my hand. So, so that's that piece, which this is the headphone. This plugs in for the headphone into my phone. And let's talk about my phone. This is a Samsung A52 5G. I wanted this phone specifically because it has a headphone jack. Imagine that, a headphone jack. I think they've gone the way of the Ice Age. Not only that, but I can put in a micro SD card up to 1 terabyte. If cell phone companies are going to tell us you can't have a micro SD card because they have, then give us plenty of space. But they don't do that either. When I film, I typically go out and film 5 videos on any given day. My record, 19 videos in a day. Could I talk after that? Not for 3 days. A blessing to friends, perhaps. But 19 videos is a lot, and I forget what this comes with, but it's not enough. So I'm thrilled that it came with that much. So the camera on here is okay. What was interesting is someone along the way, one of my viewers, suggested a date and timestamp. What a great idea. Hadn't even thought about it because my last phone already had that. I didn't have to say, give me that. And actually, that wasn't even available in the app. That came several updates later. So what to do? It was an app for that. And in another show, I will share with you the apps that I find very useful for my YouTube channel, including that one. Something that's bothersome with this phone, though, is something that happened at the beginning of this month. And of course, this is June 2024. It reverses the images, not just the photographs I take, but the videos as well. And I can't even see it when I'm filming. I can't see that when I'm taking photographs either. It's only after I run the video back and realize, holy nuts, this is all wrong. For instance, I had filmed a covered bridge. And I had commented, I had done a sweep behind me to show that it was a really rural area, except for one driveway on the left. When I was watching the video, I realized the driveway was on the right. I can fix that. In fact, let me show you how I can fix that. Oops. Well, anyway, I had to find it. Nothing is labeled. I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of things being labeled. Maybe that's my age, but it makes things easier. Let's see. I just need a photo. All right, now this photo is actually perfectly fine. It's a headstone, clearly of a veteran. And it is correct. It is the way it's supposed to be. But if I wanted to fix it, I would go to the little it's a pencil, but I always think it's a crayon. It just makes me happy to think of it as a crayon. I go there, and then there's this choice on the far left, and which they don't label at all. It has those less than, greater than signs with a vertical line in the middle of it, and this one on the there's this one right here, that there. And if I did that, go ahead and press that, and you'll see that it has changed. The name is Kelsey on the headstone, and it reversed it. Now it's reading Y-E-L, or Y-E-S. So as long as I don't save it, I can put it back to the way it was. See, it's K-E-L-S-E-Y now. So I can fix that. Now, when I have to reverse it, it means the time and date stamp are now backwards. It's so, I can't even tell you how annoying this is. I don't know why this changed, but if this were through an update, they need another update to fix it. But at least I can fix it. That's a plus. So these are a variety of my tools. I did buy another piece similar to this one. I don't have it with me today. The thing is, that one can be used in portrait mode as well. So these, as I said, are landscape, and this is portrait. So why is portrait mode important? Shorts videos, that's why they're important. Also, if I want to do a live YouTube video, now they have to be done in vertical format. So, that new piece I have, which has the 1/4 inch threaded screw, I can tell you, I screwed it and screwed it and screwed it and screwed it. I mean, all the way down, and it's loose, so it wobbles. So I can't use that out in the field because the camera will bounce, right? So that's not a good look. But it'll be great to be able to do. I do sometimes do live YouTube live videos. I've got 2. I had done 2. Plan to do more, and now I can from home because of that piece I purchased, and that tripod doesn't have a ring light either, so I can. It's adjustable and all that good stuff like this one is. But if you're starting out, and I was talking to someone earlier that, I would love to have a microphone like this, right? But it's one more piece I have to buy. This was $40 plus tax. This ring light was $32 plus tax. Thankfully the pouch was free for my friend, but the brick in it, I bought that a few years ago, and that was $30 or $40 as well. The phone, which was supposed to be free, cost me about $300, and certainly the service for the phone cost money. But it gets expensive to keep buying equipment. So I like to make do. That's why I did the old school with the magazine cover tube and the tape. But and I actually did buy a wired microphone years ago. That didn't work. It didn't work at all. You know what I found out when I found out that didn't work? When I was at home looking at the video. Thankfully, that was just in Burlington that I was filming, but so if you're starting out, as I said, you want to buy the essentials for you. If you're filming out in the field, this was actually a really great investment for me. Could be for you as well. A brick, I recommend if you can get it something smaller than a brick that weighs, I'm not sure how much this weighs, 2 pounds, maybe 1.5 pounds. It's pretty heavy. It's substantial too. It has where is it? It's hard to see because there are blue lights on here, but this tells me how many lights I have left. There we go. Is it 3? Yeah, 3 lights. So when I'm in my car, I plug it in. It charges as I'm driving, which is fabulous. And then it'll be fully charged. But it takes a lot to get it down to 1 light. So I would recommend you get something smaller that's not as heavy. If you don't care about a headphone jack, they do actually make a piece that you can charge into the USB-C port, but they run about $25. It's a hunk of plastic. So, and they also have on those bars that you can buy for the headphone jack, also another power port that you can use. So, just because, as I said, I have to keep my phone plugged in. It's an unhappy little phone. So, anyway, this is the stuff I use. It works for me, and maybe it would work for you. And as I said, this is great for at-home use. Since I have carpeting, I don't have to worry about the tripod sliding. And of course, this has rubber tips, so it's not going to do that anyway. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and seeing some of the equipment I use as I do my YouTube job. And so this is Patricia, and I am Traveling for History. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I shall see you soon. Bye now.